Fit like Abdi, Danny Boy here. We are back with more Transport Fever at the races, and it is the final race of round 4. It is the bonus race, and this time I thought I'd go and do something for the Aussies, for the Australians. You didn't get to see much of the Australian trains, and they should get a mention. They are very well designed models. These are not the only ones. There are several other sort of Australian and New Zealand trains out there, so I thought it'd be good to give them a shout out. So this is going to be a run of these Australian details. They are the, well, that's the TT class, but it's not actually the type of train, or is it? Well, okay. They're actually named after their liveries, but that's okay. Each train is the same speed. I do believe it's almost 71 miles per hour, so it's not going to be a blisteringly fast-paced race. They all have the same speed though, same weight, same acceleration, etc, etc. So again, this is just to see if there are any glitches or where the slow sections are on the map. Obviously we got rid of the kinked section. It took me till the end of the diesel race, the 4th race, to actually remember to fix that, because I did fix it, then I forgot to save it, so it was still present during the diesel races. But without further ado, we shall set these to go to Upstalsboom. There you go, head to Upstalsboom please. Now, what I've noticed about these trains is they may not be top speed fast, but they are acceleration fast. So let's see how they get on. So the bonus race with the Australian trains will commence in 3, 2, 1 and go. Listen for the horns. Or were there any horns? Let's see how fast they're actually going. So they're already up to like 50 miles per hour. Ace. Right, I should have actually jumped on board with a train there. My bad. Right, there's one. Jump on me, you. Right. So the Genesee and Wyoming train just in front there. Forgive me, I don't actually know the railroads of Australia. I have been to Australia quite a few times before, but I can't actually say I've ever seen a train once I've been there, which is strange. So I've seen plenty of boats and planes and oil rigs, but no trains. Oh, helicopters, saw them as well, probably because I was in one to get to an oil rig, but there you go. So they are heading out. Now they are at their top speed of 72 miles per hour already. There's not really point bringing up each different train. Looks like the trains in the middle are sort of suffering for a change. They should normally be the fastest. There does seem to be a lot of this QR National in different liveries. There's this SS one and this SCT one. This is also, well, this is Pacific National. It's kind of cool, but away they go. These are beautiful models as well. So I can't remember who made them. I know a guy, Danny T. I only remember his name because he's got the same name as me. He made a few Australian trains as well. I think this one on the left is maybe one of his. But they are heading upwards and onwards. As I said, 72 miles per hour. It's not going to be a blisteringly fast-paced race. We will jump on with this guy though, who is currently sort of sharing last place as they head through the chicane. A winding section here, but look how fast they accelerate. Oh well, bad example. I forgot this corner was in here. Okay, now look how fast they accelerate. And this SCT train is away. I like the fact that this has 0 injuries, our goal every day. It totally sounds like one of the stupid health and safety mottos you get at my work. Health and safety is apparently the main concern. Sometimes you do wonder if that is the actual fact. But they're heading out this SCT train. Now that we're out of the tunnel, we can jump back on. They've not really split up much. Seems this left hand track here seems to be the best one to be on so far, although and pretty much in the diesel races the trains on this side, this left hand side, did not do very well, because one was a German and the other one was the UK train, and they seemed to suffer for being on that left hand track. But for these guys, it's no issue. I like the way the fans turn as well. That's awesome. Awesome mods. So they are heading up. Again, 72 miles per hour, not ridiculously fast. Although they are heading uphill. And they are maintaining their top speed. So I believe these are freight trains as well, so they should be able to power up this hill with no problem. The Pacific National train is falling behind slightly. Just as a note, as I mentioned before, after round 5, which is obviously the next round, which will be at the end of August, after that, the month after that, in August, September, instead of doing round 6, there will be a round 6, but instead of doing round 6, I'll do like 7 races, or like bonus races, just a mix and match. American freight trains, there's been a lot of shout for American freight, for the single units and for units actually hauling. Somebody did ask for like a mile long consist, so we could do that. It's not going to be a epic fast paced race, but I could probably create a short track to see how they get on. We'll also have several other races. I got one for Spanish trains. I also got ones for trains to carry specific carriages from their country, specific passenger carriages, which I seem to be able to do. I've had a rake round Steam Workshop. However, some of the trains will be handicapped due to the fact that their carriages will be slower. They don't have the same top speed as the loco, so we'll have to see how that outcome turns out. But there they are, heading through. I still need to select a next destination for round 5. I do believe wherever it's going to be, though, it's going to be a snow map. And as I said during the electrics, I did sort of neglect the sunset mod. I completely forgot about it till the start of the electric races. That's why they were both ran in the sunset backdrop. But now the next race we're going to use the snow mod, and it's going to be in snow, so that'll be cool. I'm just not sure where it's going to be yet. I did actually look for an Australian map. I've been looking for real world maps that are sort of entertaining, that have this sort of level of scenery. Obviously this map is fiction. I don't think it's an actual real place in the world, and if it was a real place in the real world, I'd like to go here. Obviously the towns and cities are totally made up. Los Santos, Jotunheimer, Pirate Bay, Little Bay, and Booty Bay. There's Booty Bay, Midgard, Sin City. I love the names of these towns in this map. Right, so they are heading down. Again, still racing down. It's 72. It looks like the... oh god. What do you call the QR National? Yes, you're still in first. This is also a QR National train, just in a different livery. You're still in first, second, third. So again, these 3 trains on this side. Sucks to be on this side, apparently. It's better to be on this left hand side, which is weird. because pretty much every train that's been on this left hand side has not done that great. Anyway, it looks like the G and W, the Genesee and Wyoming. Is that how you say Wyoming? Is that spelt the same way as the American Wyoming? I don't know. Americans and Australians out there, give me a shout out. Let me know if that is spelt the same. When I read that, Wyoming, I thought this was an American train, and I was like, what? But clearly they are not. They've sort of got like a sort of American sort of look to them. Is it the GEC U23? Sort of kind of looks like one of them. It's maybe sort of based off of the same sort of design and engineering statistics, but that's kind of what they remind me of. Right, so we're heading into the tunnel. It ain't a long tunnel though, so let's jump back on once we get past here, right through the mountain. Nice. Right, so they're coming to a few corners now. Pacific National is going to creep in the inside, but it is going to have to go dead slow around here. So far, no glitches with any trains. So there is a first for everything. I believe in round 4 was our first ever witness of a steam train having a glitch, because it happened to the BR003. It happened twice in its single unit race and twice in its haulage unit race, which kind of sucked. Did not want that to happen. So they are heading down. This is the section of the map where the previous kinked section was. It was in this area here. The tracks had snapped, but left some weird kink in the track. Now it's gone, so they should be able to go around here at full speed. There you go. Obviously electrics, they managed to go around there at full speed. But I only noticed it when running the steam train race, and I did not correct it till after the diesel race. I thought I had, and it wasn't till the second diesel race that I noticed that it was still there. So I actually fixed it, came out of Transport Fever, forgot to save it, and reloaded the map thinking that I had saved it when I hadn't. So our Pacific National is still in last. So it seems this right hand track here, whoa, I don't think this train glitched. I think it just slowed down a lot for that corner. Or did it? If it did glitch, it did not go down to 0, because it's still now going back at the same speed as everyone else. So that might have been a sucky line. Was the American train on this line on the diesel races? I can't remember. I think it was, actually. The GE New Haven livery, you were on this line, were you? Can't remember. But he's sort of doing okay, even though he glitched. Not down and out yet. It looks like who are you actually? I want to see. You are the QR National. In first place, the SCT train is right on you though. Do you have anything else written on you? You do have a bit of dirt. I think these trains do age, so that's also cool. I don't mind using trains that don't age. The fact that somebody's went through the trouble of actually building them is plenty enough for me. But the trains that do age, they look more better, because once you've been running for a train for 100 years and it still looks the same as the day you bought it, it's a bit strange. Plus, if you haven't actually looked at the age of your vehicles while you're doing a playthrough, and you randomly look at a vehicle and it looks like a bag of crap, then you know that vehicle's probably old and is in dire need of replacement. An interesting feature of the game would be like if they collected dirt and then you could wash the trains, then it would get rid of the dirt and just leave the rust, and as it continued on it would get more rusty. Plus, even though the time goes on days and years, it would be interesting to have a day and night cycle, and also like dynamic sort of weather, rain and stuff. If anyone from Urban Games is watching, which I would doubt it, severely doubt it. But anywho, they are heading not down the home straight, they are heading to the actual straightest run of the map. But they all do the same speed, and they are all currently going at top speed. How's the National getting on? Ooh, that's the SS. I thought we were looking at this guy. Pacific National. There you go. Are you... Is he gaining? I was about to say, that would be quite impossible since they all have the top speed. Right, let's jump back on with this yellow beast, the SS train. What does SS stand for? Does it say anywhere on you? Ooh, yes, there's a badge. It says 10 years service, safety and reliability. So it must have been an award. So apparently Australian trains are super duper safe. Is that true? Australian people out there? Are Australian trains really safe? In all fairness, oh no, we've blasted up the speed air accidentally. In all fairness, I have never turned on the news to find out that there's been a catastrophic train crash in Australia. I have seen a few from the UK, some others around Europe, some from America. I think there was one in China or Japan not long ago. I think there was one in Italy and in Spain not long ago as well. So apparently flying is the safest way to fly, or safest way to travel. So I'm not sure if that's true either, because would sailing not be the safest way? Who knows? It is a shame when these things happen, but it doesn't really put me off. If you do get put off with that sort of thing, then I do feel sorry for you. My girlfriend is absolutely terrified of flying, and every time she turns on the news and there's been something about a plane crash, that's it. She just decides not to go on holiday abroad for like 10 years. But she is slowly getting better. She doesn't like it when helicopters that are going to oil rigs crash, because she thinks somehow that I should be affected by that. But it doesn't bother me. I need to get in a helicopter to get offshore to work. And I've been doing this for so long now, I really can't be bothered going to do anything else. So if that's what I need to get there, then a helicopter I will be on. So anyway, they are heading close to the finish line. No change. This guy's still out in front. No one's really challenged him. They are coming to the catastrophic corner. This mountain in the background is epic. If I had more time, I would plant some trees in the shape of a smiley face on that mountain. Wish I'd thought of that earlier. Oh well. So they come round through this craggy rock cliff face bit. Did anyone change? No. You're still in third. This guy seems to be fading back. Not so much that this train can get past though. Right, here we go. They are approaching the finish line. Round past Jatlov and then to Upstalsboom. I feel like I've heard Upstalsboom before. I know a lot of these places are from like Jotunheimer, I believe, is from like Norse mythology, or it may actually be an actual place. I know Los Santos is from Grand Theft Auto. Legoland is obviously Legoland. Sin City, Pirate Bay, Asgard, and Midgard is obviously the Asgardian word for Earth. Or is it? Can't remember. I did actually watch Thor Ragnarok the other day, so it should still be sort of fresh in my mind. Right, these guys are heading up. It looks as though the trains are starting to age already, or are they? It looks like they've left this Genesee and Wyoming train behind. I always thought the middle tracks were the best, because I thought they had the best of both worlds. But it seems that this two on the left, which is odd, because most of the trains were on that left side did pretty badly. Right, so they are heading past Jatlov, or Jatlov, wherever. I'd love to actually do a playthrough in this map. It'd be totally interesting to see how, like, you would never fit a large freight station, train station in here. You would probably be able to get a harbour in if you utilised the terrain tools. But where would this city actually grow to? Over the back. It looks like it's growing over the back. While I'm running this, I have seen buildings being popped up round the back. It can't go to the sides. Can't get an airport in there. Everything would have to be done mostly by ship, and you would get some pretty epic routes having ships going around here. It would be an interesting playthrough. I might do that as a sort of universal, using every single train from every single country in history, just sort of running it up and down, kind of like what the Colonel Failure's doing in his Metropolis playthrough. So he is one of my, he is just like a legend. It's pretty good. His sense of humour is actually spot on. Right, so it looks like our QR National for the win. The SCT train, they remained first and second throughout. Looks like the SS finished third. The other QR National in fourth. The Genesee and Wyoming train in fifth, and Pacific National in last. So, according to this outcome, being on this right hand side is actually the way to go. See how fast these things take off? That went from 0 to 16 in literally seconds. Is that an actual thing? Are they this fast in real life? I understand that they're freight trains hauling nothing, so... Right, so there you have it. The running of the bonus race. Something for the Australians there. Thought it'd be good to get these, to give these trains a shout out. It looked like these two tracks here were the sort of tracks to be on. The QR National train winning pretty much right out with the SCT trains train right on its heels. But that is it for the Mountain Islands at the races. Round 4 is now complete. As always, round 5 will be at the end of August. I'm not sure when the last Friday in August is. Have to check my calendar. But anyway, that has been it for this round. As always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if you'd like to see more if it's happened in the future, then hit that subscribe button. But I've been Danny Boy, it's been Transport Fever at the races on the Mountain Islands map, and I will catch you later.